We're delighted for you. I don't want to see your...
I'm saying there's better things to draw attention to yourself by having a full set of teeth and no green stuck in them.
Remember what I used to do back here?
Shall I try it again, see if it works?
Greetings, one and all, and welcome to your weekly dollop of half-baked advice and Wanging On with me, Graham Norton. And oh, look, it's Miriam McCurlin.
Yes.
And there's a small dog somewhere in the studio. Oh, there he is. Hello, hi.
You just reminded me that Rafi this morning did a sick on a cushion.
What that I just said reminded you that he'd done sick on a cushion?
I was just looking at your face and thinking, I wonder if when Graham gets sick, it goes in his beard. And then I remembered.
Yeah, well, you thought, if Rafi looks at Graham, I wonder if he'll be sick again.
But isn't that annoying when you remember to do something and now it will be dry when I get home, and that's annoying.
Oh, you left it there?
Well, it's a velvet cushion. I forgot. I was rushing.
It was a velvet cushion.
It was a velvet cushion.
Annoyingly.
In the bin?
No. Do you know what really annoys me is I now know something about getting stains out of velvet.
Why does that annoy you?
Because who wants to know that?
Well, it doesn't have to take up too much space in your brain.
Apparently, where I was going to learn Spanish is all gone now.
All about velvet cushions.
All about velvet cushions.
Okay, now you have to tell me, of course, how you get stain out of velvet.
So what you do is you get, obviously, vomit crud off.
Yeah.
And then you have
How do you do that? Lick it off or what?
Well, you get set Rafi on it.
Okay.
Yeah, you liked that earlier. Go on, off you go. And let Rafi do his best. And then you come along with a steam iron and hold it just above the velvet. Don't touch the velvet with it, but shh. And then get a cloth and you can wipe it and get is it the pile or the nape?
The nape, yeah.
The nape of the velvet. Get it going in the right way.
Alternatively, you just put the cushion in the bin.
That too. That too. Or you could turn the cushion over and wait for Rafi to vomit on the other side.
And then it's symmetry, obviously.
It's
perfect.
Yes, I'm so lucky. They're quite hard to get, these double-sided vomit cushions. I have been blessed.
That's the way to wake up in the morning if you hear your dog going... It's better than any alarm. But do you do this? This is what I do because I never wanted to be on beds or cushions or anything. I stick my hand under his face.
Oh. No, I've been lucky.
And then afterwards, when he's done it in my hand, I go... I don't. No, I don't. But I would rather it be in my hand when I wash it off.
Really?
So,
well, also, you've got a very little dog.
And a very big hand.
Yes.
Yes, I suppose if you...
From your years of farming. I used to, this is so gross, but my big Labradoodle, he loved eating grass, which is the thing they do to make themselves sick.
Yeah, or sometimes they do it if they have a bit of a bad tummy, but they're not sick, but then you see it later in their poo.
Oh, no, Bailey would always sick it up first.
Okay.
And I used to stop him, and then I eventually just let him eat it. And then what would happen? He'd eat it, and then he'd walk a bit and go, oh. and then he'd do that funny pumping thing. And then out would come, and then he'd take another few steps, and then a little bit more.
Eat a little bit more?
No. There would be more to come out. And it was always the same. It was like clockwork at that dog.
Oh,
you could set your clock by him. It was lovely. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
But he never did it inside. So I was lucky.
Yeah.
Though I never got a double-sided vomit cushion. So,
They're all the rage, you know. You can buy them in Liberties now.
Down the coast. Everyone's got one.
But also, I don't want to be too specific about this, but I'm apparently going to be. The yellow sort
Do you know what? These little preamble chats that we do.
Yeah.
Sometimes I kind of think, do people really want to listen to this?
Probably not.
And this is one they really don't want to listen to.
No, I know, but I'm going to say it anyway. The more you try and stop me, the more I'm going to say it.
Okay.
The sort of yellow fizzy stuff. Do you ever get that with the dog?
That comes out of the mouth or the pee or where?
No.
Where does it come out of?
Mouth.
Mouth. Oh,
yellow
lovely.
kind of fizzy sick.
Does your dog have rabies at all?
Yeah. I looked it up.
Rabies.
I looked it up. And it can be if they haven't eaten enough. And obviously, as you know, I'm keeping Rafi on a supermodel diet.
Yes.
Cigarettes and Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, obviously. But also if they have too many fatty foods. And I realised that Rafi had found his way into a bag of hula hoops.
Oh.
Quite fatty.
Oh, and is that...
And salty.
And is that special artificial fat that gives people anal leakage?
Oh, does it?
You know, there's... What is it called? Lestra?
But that's not fat. That's the sugar substitute that gives people anal leakage.
Oh,
it's a great name for a band.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you've got to feel for dogs because they can't tell you, oh, by the way, just so you know, I feel a bit sick or,
But also they don't care.
Well, yeah, they're animals.
They don't care when they do a poo in the middle of the restaurant, which I've had a dog do that.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Yeah. And I was with my sister and her husband, both of whom don't like dogs.
Did you blame them?
And we were in a very posh restaurant and the dog just went off. And it wasn't just a poo that you could go, it was bad,
Well, because a dog would only do it inside if it had to.
Yeah.
How long have you been in that restaurant, Maria?
2 years. That was a terrible thing. And I had to apologize to everybody else in the restaurant.
Wow.
I had to go around the table. I mean, I didn't mind because I would be furious if I was paying a lot of money for a lovely meal and a dog came sort of, 2 minutes away from my table and
I remember I got caught short once on a bus in Turkey where this was an ex-boyfriend. We were on a holiday in Turkey and we went out for dinner the night before and we ate exactly the same thing. And in the morning, he was just ashen. And he was going, oh my God, I had an awful night. My stomach, da-da-da. I was thinking, idiot. And I was thinking, that's so weird because we ate exactly the same thing at dinner.
Yeah.
We had exactly the same thing.
But you've got a constitution of iron.
Well, apparently not.
Oh.
Because when we got to the bus station to go from wherever Izmir to Pamukkale.
Oh, I've been there. I've done that journey.
with some stains,
there was still
stains on the bus.
On the seat.
It was awful. It was just awful.
It's also when you have a really bad tummy, the smell is much more intense than just a regular toilet visit, isn't it?
I don't remember this. I just remember being in agony and sweating bullets and just hanging onto the seat in front, clenching everything.
Oh, you didn't actually
I'm in bits.
You didn't release?
Awful. There might have been a little bit of leakage.
Anal leakage.
Who knew we'd say the word leakage so much today?
I think it was inevitable, really.
Given our age.
We've been dying to say it for years. And now we can legitimately say leakage.
Yes.
So we've covered sick and anal leakage. I think we can start, don't you?
I believe we've done our best to put people off listening to the rest of the podcast. Do you think there's a graph of listeners that starts quite high and then just plummets?
Oh my God. I can only apologise, but I use this as therapy, so what can I say?
Yeah. Hey, another week, another bulging post bag. We will rip into some listeners' letters in an instant. Right, letter one, a go. Off you go, Maria.
Here we go. Dear Graham and Maria, a friend and colleague who was previously married to a woman and has 2 teenagers has recently left his wife and come out as gay. Everyone is really pleased for him. However, he's now joined certain online groups, has been commenting on lots of men's photos and even uploading his own. He's completely oblivious that all of this is visible for his existing friends to see. It's all becoming a little bit awkward and it's getting tougher to look him in the eye, especially as we've seen almost every other part of him online. Should I say something? And that's from Chris. Chris, hold on. Rewind. Everybody is really pleased for him. Now you're monitoring him on certain groups. Why are you looking at those photographs?
Because they show up.
Yeah, but they show up on the Grindr list.
No. I don't think Chris is on Grindr. Chris is obviously on Instagram and Twitter or X, whatever.
You don't put things, you don't put Rudy bits on Instagram.
People do. You can get away with kind of bums and bits and, you
can't get away with front bottom.
Oh, no. No, nobody wants to see that. No.
Well, clearly some people do, but on specialist sites.
Well, you go to X for that.
Front-bottom sites.
X and Twitter, you can do whatever you like on there.
Can you?
Oh, yes, front bottom's a go-go. You can't move for them.
I mean, this is just a mixed message from Chris. He's very happy for this man, but then he's censorious of him.
No, I don't think this is a mixed message at all. I think we're delighted for you. I don't want to see your cock.
No, but we're not seeing his COKK.
I think they are. I think they are on Twitter and stuff. And look, here's the thing, Chris. I think just unfollow your friend. All you need to do is unfollow on everything. And then if he notices, because he's clearly spending quite a lot of time online and says, yeah, Chris, do you not follow me anymore? Chris just goes, well, no, I didn't. I'd stopped because actually I don't need to see that much of you. I like you as a friend. I'm not attracted to you. I don't need to see your post just workout shirtless shots or whatever, all that stuff.
Shirtless shots, I think, are fine. But anything that's sexual, I didn't think it was allowed on those sites.
I think what he's talking about is kind of thirst trap stuff.
Yeah.
You know, just, you know, a towel or, you know, Speedos or whatever.
Yeah.
It just, you don't want to see it. You know, it's fine. You are happy for him. He's living his authentic self, blah, blah, blah. But you don't want to engage in that part of his life.
So should he tell him? Should he say to him?
No, I wouldn't bother.
Rather than unfollowing him, why don't you just say, listen, mate, really happy for you. It's great. And I can understand that you're really exploring every avenue of your new life because you've been suppressed for a long time and you've finally broken free. But it's a bit much to send my mum a card with thirst trap shots on it, or whatever.
That moon pig was really inappropriate.
A bending over moon pig, no.
Yeah, the birthday candle should never go there. Actually, now you've mentioned that, of course, I am thinking maybe you should say something, Chris, because, of course, if you're seeing all of this, probably his ex-wife and his teenage kids are seeing it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like, again...
That's rubbing salt into an open wound.
Well, not even that, but it's just kind of like, even they could be happy for their dad that he has, you know, found his truth and all of that. But again, no teenager wants to see their dad as a sexual being. Or their mom as a sexual being. That you just want them to be your dad or your mom.
Yeah.
That's all. End of.
So should he say something like, you know, I think for your kids this might be a bit much, mate?
Or just say, I just wondered, do your kids follow you on whatever you're following on? You know, that kind of thing. Because, you know, and listen, he may take umbrage.
Almost certainly.
Where he'll go, what, am I not allowed to live my life?
Yes, you are, but in the right places.
Yeah, I think...
And there are places for that. There are places you can insert all of those bits of picture, but not on, as I say, it's kind of...
What? What are you trying to say, Maria?
I don't know.
You're looking for the right slot.
I'm just feeling sad for his children and his wife. It's a lot for people to come to terms with, and it is a little bit like he's now going, I'm flying, I'm free, I don't have any more responsibilities, but you do still have responsibilities.
Yes, the trouble is, look, what he has done has been so difficult for him.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you have thrown a grenade into your family and all of that. And actually, it sounds like, as well as these things can go, it has gone that well. But you're right. It's now, he's kind of like, oh, that's it. Done with old life. Now on with new life. And it's not quite that simple, I don't think. And also, if that's what Chris is seeing, imagine what Chris isn't seeing. You know, that's the scary bit. And of course, people take screenshots and they won't be able to resist showing his kids or his wife kind of, have you seen this pornographic thing that he's put up somewhere else?
So I think, are we saying to have a word with him, this friend, have a word with him? But there are ways to have a word with him without squashing his authentic self, etc.
Yes.
Just by reminding him that there was a previous life and there are people's feelings, you know, like in every element of life, whether you're gay or straight, there are people's feelings to take into account.
Yes. And I feel like, you know, clearly now he's, you know, possibly making up for lost time. But I think there must be a way for Chris to say to him, look, getting your end away is marvellous, but it's not more important than being a dad, which you still are.
Yeah.
You are still a dad. And you also have all your friends who have been incredibly supportive, but, you know, I don't want to know your body better than parts of my own kitchen.
That's a sexy thing to say, isn't it? I know your body better than I do parts of my own kitchen. No, that's good.
Yeah, mug tree.
In fact, I think we should use... Ooh, 4-piece toaster.
Now you're talking. Look, let's throw it to the wangers, I think. What do they have to say?
Yeah, they have to say, Lisa in Massachusetts.
Say what now?
Yeah, that's America, don't you know?
Oh, wow.
I don't actually think you should say anything. Okay, Lisa in Massachusetts, keep your big nose out then. He's having fun with his newfound freedom and living his best life. You don't have to look at these pictures online if it makes you uncomfortable. There is that.
No, that's true. But then I wonder, is he aware of the impression he's
It sounds
giving?
like no.
Yes, I think he's caught up he's just caught up in this new online life where he's getting likes and, people going, oh, guapo and whatever those words are.
Is that what they say? I think a few months down the line, he's going to look back on this and be a bit embarrassed himself, is what I...
Well, no, I think like all of us, in a few months' time, he'll look back and wow, I look good then.
Who is that?
Wow.
Madge says, yes, yes, and yes. While it's great that he's living his true life, he really should take the feelings of his previous partner and, more importantly, his children into consideration before uploading. Have a gentle word, possibly in a jokey way.
Yeah.
I think I'm kind of with you, Madge. Luke says, it's clear your friend is going through a sexual awakening after years in the closet. I don't know his age, but this is likely an outlet after many years hiding his true self. What you describe is probably more common than you, assuming you're not gay. Realise.
Beautifully read.
And so long as he isn't doing anything illegal, let him be. If you feel comfortable and indeed compelled, just tell him to be careful who he's speaking and sending messages to. And Jay says, I think, yes, you should definitely say something. Suggest he does a little bit of self-reflection rather than criticising him. Coming out is a deeply personal, often difficult journey, and it's important you acknowledge the courage it has taken. But maybe he should take a moment to reflect on how to balance his newfound personal freedom with a tad more dignity and respect for his family and friends. Let him know you are saying this because you genuinely care. I think the Wangers have been marvellous on this.
Well, also, I think the trouble is he is going to be immediately defensive.
Of course.
And sort of, you can't tell me what to do, and that's who I am now. And actually, I don't know how you put it to him best.
What about if you say to him, I'm telling you this before your children do?
Yes, that's good. Yes. Yeah. Ugh.
Andrew says, shall I just finish this one?
Yeah, go on.
Andrew in West London says, you absolutely have to say something. We've all made social media blunders at one time or another. So throw this guy a bone.
Right, that's the last thing he needs.
So throw this guy a bone and let him know that all of his posts are visible for the world to see. I assume you've already tried dropping subtle hints, like asking him what brand of skimpy trunks he was wearing in his latest post. I think you just got to bite the bullet here and say it like it is, without the skimpy underpants, all of that. Just say, mate.
I don't want to see it.
Just say, mate, I'm telling you this before your kids tell you.
By the way, for those of you watching on YouTube or Spotify, do feel free to wade into the comments below. What would you do if you're in Chris's position? Would you speak up? And Chris, thank you very much for getting in touch. We liked it. And we'll hear another dilemma shortly. All right, Maria, time to hear our next dilemma.
Yeah. Dear Graham and Maria, here's one for you.
Oh, good.
Anything that starts with that, I want to tear up. Exactly, Rafi. Yes, thank you.
What's going on out there?
Shush. Excuse me.
Oh, is that masked man with the axe back?
Yeah, you told him. Thank you. Why don't you come up here? Out of harm's way. Here's one for you. I'm 33. He's 53. We've known each other for over a decade, but only crossed the romantic line recently. Ooh. Since then, the connection has been intense. Emotionally, but also sexually. We've explored so much together. I honestly think he's...
I think I know what you're saying.
Do you want to hear any more?
Never done that before.
No. We've explored so much together. I honestly think he's learned things about himself that he's never had the chance to explore before. That's just been a finger up the bottom, hasn't it?
Dark side of the moon. Yeah, absolutely.
That's why it feels so hard to just shut it off for either of us. But he's also been consistently realistic. He doesn't want more children, and he believes our age difference makes our relationship impossible long term. I'm not sure I want kids or not, but I haven't fully decided. We're not monogamous, and I am seeing other people, but nothing compares. I can't connect deeply with anyone else, not because I'm not trying, but because he's still so present in my heart and in my head. So I guess the question is, when love and desire feel so powerful, but logic says it's not sustainable, how do you know when to hold on and when to let go? And that's from M in Chicago. I think, M in Chicago, my advice to you, I mean, you're 33, just enjoy it for what it is. And in a minute, before you have to decide about children, he won't be able to get it up anyway.
Oh, I don't know. I feel sad for you, Em, because I feel like, this guy is calling all the shots. You know, we're not.
Well, they're not monogamous, so
Well, yeah, but I wonder whose decision that was.
Yeah, he is, obviously.
Yeah, you know, he is enough for her, and clearly he is just messing around with her, and he's not taking it seriously. He's going, you know, I'm not going to end up with you. I've got my kids. I've had that. Now I'm just
playing the field.
A bit like the last guy, except, you know, this guy's come out as a shagger.
Putting it out there. I'm putting it out there.
Yeah. So, was it Sylvia Plath who said, if you...
I like this reference coming in.
If you sleep with a log often enough, you'll fall in love with it. And I feel like that's what Em's done in Chicago, is she's had sex with this guy. They've done things.
Well, I think that's what worries me about this, is the whole thing, like he's discovered things about himself that he didn't know before. We've done things together that we've never done before. No, you haven't.
Well, he hasn't. I mean, he's just... I feel like he's just sort of using this woman and kind of manipulating her in a way. And I know you've been friends for a long time, but crossing that line and now making it physical, I'm afraid you're going to lose both things. You're going to lose the friendship and the relationship. And also, you can't really complain because to a fault, he's been upfront with you.
Yeah.
He's saying,
that's what makes it even more appealing.
Yes.
I will change this man. I will make him fall in love with me. And I will make him want my babies. And that's kind of like, it's like a game, but he's adamant about this. And this whole thing about we're not monogamous. I mean, you can go and do whatever you like and you can have babies for the next goodness knows how long, probably 10 years. But for now, I would just play him at the same game and just enjoy this for what it is and keep exploring things.
But you can't. I feel like Em's heart is now in this, and she needs to extract herself because he has told you. He said, "This is not long term. I am not monogamous. We're not having kids." He has absolutely been upfront with her.
Yeah. So if she can be upfront back and just go, okay, I'm going to do it for what it is.
But look at the letter. It's too late for that.
I know it is. And the very fact that your heart isn't in it with anyone else means that you are being monogamous.
But the sooner you end this, the better. Because the longer it goes on, the worse it's going to be.
I know,
and
you're
also,
a harsh man, Ben.
But also, isn't that horrible thing that she won't even get the satisfaction of breaking up with him because he denies they're going out.
Yeah.
You know, it's just nothing about this is going to be satisfying to you. It's all a disappointment.
You seem to be very adamant about this, and I think maybe you're right, and that she should actually do the thing and take back the only bit of control that she's probably got in this relationship and go, that's it. You're not giving me enough. You're giving me things that I've never done before, and we're experiencing things that we've never experienced before, but it's not enough.
Yeah, because if he was committed to you, actually the age difference, what is it, 20 years?
Yeah, doesn't matter.
You'll be fine because you're not a kid, you're 33. But I feel like the fact that he is, being totally honest with you and saying, no monogamy, no commitment, nothing.
No kids.
And it's not going to be long term, You need to listen to him, Em, and get out of Dodge because your heart is just going to be beaten to a pulp by this man. It's
really a shame, isn't it, that whole self-esteem thing that people quite often just think, I will change him. I will make him love me. I will make him want all the things that I want. And you never do.
And also it's that weird thing, Em would be thinking to herself, oh, I've met the right guy, but at the wrong time. And No, you haven't. You've met the wrong man at the right time.
Yeah.
Because you're 33, you still have lots of living to do.
Oh my goodness. And there's so many people to fall in love with.
Yeah.
And to fall in love with you properly.
Yeah. Who will say, I want a life with you.
And I want children.
Well, she doesn't know she wants kids.
Oh, well, she probably does.
But you do need to sign quite soon, Em. But I mean, you're young, but but no, I worry for you, Em, and I hope she's got the strength to get out of this before she gets really, really hurt.
I think we know the answer to that, don't we?
I know. Hey, what do the Wangers have to say, Maria?
Miriam in Newcastle says, I was ready to say, sod the age gap, go for it, until you mentioned the having kids thing. If he's definitely not up for having more children and you're undecided, that is a recipe for disaster. You may think he'll change his mind, but he won't. This intense intensity won't last. That is true. It'll fade, and the frisson you feel now will turn into regret when you decide that you do want children, or latterly when you become his carer.
Wow, Miriam.
Wow.
Way to kill the romance.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done things we've never done before, like change his nappy.
I like that. It'll fade and the frisson, and now I'm your carer.
Yeah. Remember what I used to do back here?
Shall I try it again, see if it works? Or something in the way. Ah, no. Anonymous says, helping him discover things about himself sounds a bit self-delusional. She's really not that special. None of us are. And it sounds like he might want to talk about his feelings a bit more than she should indulge. He's not in it for the long haul, and she might be a little bit, I dare say, impressionable. If she wants the physical relationship, then she should stick it out while the riding is good.
Ooh.
Going is good. Shall we say that instead?
Yeah.
But don't be deluded into thinking it is anything more. Grace says, people put so much pressure on relationships these days. You're having a good time, just carry on and see what happens. Don't overthink it. She is an overthinker, though. That is the problem. She's written to us. She's overthought.
Well, like I said, it's just that thing. If the sex is good, I think you, in your head, you can fill in the gaps. You know, you kind of draw a picture on that person of who you'd like them to be. But he isn't that guy, and he's told you, at least you're in a kind of good place because he's not leading you on.
No.
Like so many women in this situation would be going, he's the blah, blah, blah. But no, this guy's said no, none of the above.
But don't you see how appealing that can be to someone?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a clever sort of psychological trick. Nick says a 20-year age gap is okay, but if you're unsure about children and he definitely doesn't want any, why don't you sponsor a polar bear or a snow leopard instead? Hello, where are you coming from? You'll get regular pics, a soft toy and a poster for you both to coo over. No responsibilities and 0 university fees later in life. Hope that helps. Yeah, go back to smoking your little reefer there, Nick.
Do you think, has Nick had kids and hates them? Or is Nick definitely not having children?
I don't know.
One of them.
I think Nick is trying to be very, very funny. That is a difficult one. Because I want her. I want to meet this man at 53 as well.
Well, no, I kind of have nothing against him. Because, like I say, he has been totally, transparent with her. Yeah. But Em can't help herself. She has kind of embroidered something onto
a cushion,
a bit of sack.
Yeah.
It's just a bit of scrap material to him.
Burlap.
Yeah, and she's tried to turn it into something collectible and lovely. No.
Harsh, Graham, but probably fair.
Listen, Em, as ever, we hope we've been of some help. That's where we leave our dilemmas of the week. But we turn to Am I Weird, Maria?
Yeah, today's Am I Weird comes from Peter.
Hello, Peter.
Hello, Peter. Hi, Graham and Maria. Am I weird? I love putting salad cream all over my roast dinners. It stems from when I was a small child, putting salad cream on my greens, as it was the only way I could manage to eat them. Now, at the age of 56, I still love to put salad cream all over the roast. But when I tell people this, they turn their noses up in disgust. Am I weird?
You're single.
I think that answers that, don't you?
Well, it's fine when you're a kid, but I think there's some things you need to grow out of.
I mean, it's a bit like, am I weird? I still suck my thumb and I'm 62. It's a bit like that. It's you've got over the thing of greens being horrible now. You don't mind greens. You're sophisticated. You know which wines you like with which food. So salad cream, I mean...
Yeah, at least have mayonnaise.
I was going to say, that makes us sound really horribly middle class.
No, because Joe, I remember loving salad cream as a child. Have you tasted salad cream recently?
It's horrible.
It's really quite hard to eat.
It's just like vinegar.
It's so sharp. There's nothing, I don't know what's in it. It must be a very cheap way of trying to make mayonnaise.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Even mayonnaise tastes too vinegary to me these days.
Oh, no, I like mayonnaise.
Oh, do you?
Oh,
yes, good. But I think Peter... this is a kind of, again, these things am I weird? It's a bit of a way of getting attention.
Yes, it's a bit novelty tie.
It's a bit novelty, drawing attention to people and a sort of conversation piece. But I think you can do better than that, Peter. I think there are better conversations to be had than, I know I'm weird. I have salad cream on everything.
Yeah,
even chocolate.
Well, it's a bit like, my I was so drunk stories.
Haven't heard any of those for a while.
Well, exactly, because now
I miss those, Graham.
I know, because now I'm 60-something. And, stories that are funny when you're in your 20s and 30s
not so funny.
are a bit tragic in your 50s and 60s. And I think putting salad cream on your roast dinner when you're 56 is a bit tragic. Is that harsh?
Well, it sounds ageist, doesn't it? But
no, but it's true. Like a young guy missing teeth could look raffish and sexy and a bit devil-may-care. But, turn 50, well, hello.
Old drunk who fell over.
Yeah.
But I think that's quite a lot different to having salad cream on your greens.
It's part of the same family.
You say so, Graham. So are we saying this is weird or not?
I'm saying Peter should stop this.
I'm saying there's better things to draw attention to yourself by having a full set of teeth and no greens stuck in them.
Yeah, no. And no salad cream down yourself.
No salad cream down your tie, down your comedy tie.
And Maria, just like that, we have finished this week's round of wanging.
Good. Now, for actual expert advice on any of life's dilemmas, there's a link on our Instagram page at Wanging On, all one word. And while you're there, give us a follow. We post lots of clips and memes, I'm told, and especially of the dog. Oh, got more to say. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're even on TikTok and Facebook too.
Yeah. Just face pictures, though. Just face pics.
Face pics, yeah. No, you won't.
Yeah.
Nothing
below the table.
Nothing that compares to your kitchen or whatever it was that you said. Okay.
A big thank you to Chris, Em and Peter for getting in touch with us, plus all the wangers for sharing their advice. Wanging On with Graham and Maria is a Listen production. Have a lovely week and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.